If you're a fast food ice cream lover, you'll need to bookmark McBroken.com. Plastic grocery bags are all the rage on the red carpet. Val Kilmer has been resurrected for a new movie. The famous Barbie doll is in hot water because she's a druggie now. It's time for the Washington, D.C.'s annual Cherry Blossom Festival. And Celine Dion may be returning to the stage to sing several concerts in Paris this fall. All that and a lot more pop culture silliness that you do not need to know this week on the Swish Edition.
Swish Edition, tune in for a listen. Travels, movies, and celebrities with Scott and Kristin. Swish Edition, it's where we all go. From pop culture silliness from coast to coast. It's where we belong. SwishEdition.com. SwishEdition.com.
Hey, Kristin.
Hi, Scott.
How are you?
Oh, delightful. How are you?
I'm okay, but I don't want anyone to look at my eye. I'm gonna keep it closed.
It looks kind of frightening.
It looks very frightening. I burst a blood vessel in my eye, and it doesn't hurt, and I can see fine, but it looks pretty raunchy.
It looks gruesome.
Yeah. But welcome, everybody. This is the Swish Edition for March 25th. I cannot believe this is our last show of March. Let's get right into it. How about that?
Yeah, let's go.
Have you heard? Is it broken, Kristin?
Is it broken?
It broken. Now, a lot is broken in the U.S. right now, Kristin, but we're hoping to fix it eventually. But this is a genius website. Have you heard of this?
I have not, but I love it.
Now, we've talked about it probably on the show before. McDonald's just cannot seem to keep their ice cream machines in order, working. And this genius guy came up with this website called McBroken.com. You can go on, it's updated every 60 seconds.
I love it.
So it tracks in real time which McDonald's ice cream machines are operational and which ones are not, right in your neighborhood and all across the country.
But where does it get its info? Is it like Waze where it's like community sourced and it takes information from people who complain?
This is what's so great. The guy who created a computer program that places an ice cream order online through the McDonald's app at every single McDonald's in the entire country every 60 seconds. So if the machines aren't available at that particular location, it's going to say, sorry, that item is not available. And that's where he gets his information.
Genius.
Now, every order, if you were getting just the cheapest ice cream product that they have, which is probably the classic sundae that you can buy at McDonald's,
or the
it would be $18,752 every 60 seconds. Now, of course, he doesn't actually complete the transactions.
I would hope not.
But if he was doing that, guess what he would spend in a year?
What? Something astronomical.
$27,002,880
a day.
A day.
Oh my goodness.
Now, of course, he isn't actually doing it. But what he's finding out here is that at any given time, and I'll put the map up here on the screen if you guys are watching us on YouTube, you can see when I took this screenshot, I did this on Monday morning, 17.47% of the machines in the United States were broken. And then he breaks it down. The most at that point was 54.55% were down in Vancouver, Washington. 50% of them were down in Fredericksburg, Virginia. 50% of them were down in Columbia, South Carolina. It's pretty cool. Do you need to know this information? I don't know.
No, but the bigger question is, what in the world is going on with the damn McDonald's ice cream machines? Like, why can't they keep them running? I don't get it.
Kristin, there have actually been documentaries done about this. McDonald's forces their franchisees all around the country and probably the world to use one particular machine and it tends to break down all the time, and you're only allowed to use authorized service people to fix them. So it's a one way for them just to make money. But you would think all the bad publicity about this, McDonald's would find another machine.
I mean, I get that that's infrastructure that would cost a lot of money to switch out every ice cream machine in every McDonald's in every location in the world.
But it's been going on for decades.
Yeah, to your point, it's like if you can't fix it after years and years, it's time to cut bait, right?
It's kind of silly. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I thought it was an interesting story. And, we talk about McDonald's almost every week here.
Well, and I have an update on my rant about McDonald's.
Yeah.
So I think it was last week that I ranted and raved about how poor the experience was dining in the newest one in our location when I took 2 8-year-olds there with me. I went through the drive-through this weekend for a special fast food treat of a lunch for Max and the rest of our family. I have never once been through the drive-through when I didn't have to pull around and park in the front. And it's not like I'm ordering tons and tons of food, right?
Every time.
But whatever. This time I thought, maybe I'll speed up the process and I'll try ordering on the mobile app, which already frustrates me because they don't start making your meal until you get there and you say, I'm here. Right. But I thought I would try it again. So I tried it again and it was a disaster. I still had to pull around and wait in the spot. I didn't get there. So I took the time actually this time to go to their website and provide them feedback. And I enumerated, you shorted me, a burger for my kid, which was a huge meltdown. You shorted me a French fry. You shorted me, what was the other thing? The milk that goes along with the Happy Meal. So my kid didn't get a drink. You, in spite of the fact that I specifically said I wanted, 3 packets of hot mustard, no hot mustard in my bag. I mean, it was like...
Did you check your bag before you drove away?
It's, I had been waiting so long and I kind of like pawed around in there and did like a quick count in my head. But anyway, so I wrote to them and so you can't just go to their website and go blah, 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 and type in your feedback. Of course not. You have to go through a 50 question punching radio buttons so that they can ask you the questions they want to get feedback on from you. And then there's a space at the very end after you spend 10 minutes going through the thing where you can write what you really want them to know. And for your trouble, they gave me a coupon at the end of it for a buy one, get one free on a cheeseburger. And I was like, seriously? Seriously? Seriously?
All right, maybe it's time to switch to the Burger King.
The quality of Burger King is not as good as McDonald's. I don't think.
But I do like Burger King.
I think everyone disagrees with me because on the Today Show yesterday morning, what's today, Scott? Wednesday? Yesterday morning on the Today Show on Tuesday, there was a spot on what is America's favorite fast food meal if you could pick and choose a bunch of things from all the fast food places. Yeah. And the top 2 sandwiches were the Chick-fil-A standard Chick-fil-A sandwich, but it was tied with the Burger King, whatever, not quarter, what is their, Whopper Jr. or something, right?
Okay.
Which I was like, seriously? Because I never thought Burger King was anywhere near the quality of McDonald's.
Well, hold on. I got to get something.
What's that?
I got my Burger King crown.
Have it your way.
They give it to you free when you go to the restaurant.
True. That is true.
Oh my goodness. Well, nobody wants to hear any of these stories, but on Sunday morning I did do you ever do the hungover McDonald's breakfast run?
It's been a long time, but yeah.
Besides my beloved sausage McMuffin and hash brown, I also decided I was going to try their sausage burrito. Big mistake.
It doesn't sound.
It was absolutely inedible. It was stale and it tasted like it had been sitting in a heat lamp for hours. So it was completely not something I could consume. I was kind of disappointed about that. So
that was a poor choice, I think.
It was a poor choice. Maybe it's time to move on.
I think we should get away from McDonald's. So from trash food to a trash pouch. I'm sure you're going to put this photo up, which is hilarious. So there's an expensive head-scratching trash pouch that took the internet by storm last week. And it all started when Chinese actress Zhang Jingyi, appeared on the red carpet at the Beijing Film Festival, and she was carrying a simple yellow, sort of semi-translucent plastic bag, much like the kind you get at a grocery store, or you used to be able to get. And she was carrying it as her purse.
We still have plastic bags in our grocery stores in Nevada.
You do? We do too, except we have to pay for them. But in some of the counties in Maryland, they're not even available anymore. But anyway, this is when the outrage started, when this beautiful young woman was carrying this yellow, seemingly to be a trash pouch. And so a whole bunch of people were like, no, it's not. It's a luxury Balenciaga trash pouch. And I bet it cost, almost $2,000. It wasn't. She said later, nope, it's just a grocery bag. But the perhaps more perplexing fact is that Balenciaga did, in fact, release a line of plastic bag purses in 2022, and they retailed for $1,790. But they were black, blue, and white, and not yellow. Does anyone give a crap about this? Apparently they do, because the luxury handbag market is huge and generates $30 billion a year and is expected to reach $53 billion a year by 2032.
Yeah.
Holy Toledo.
We've talked about this before a lot. You know that I'm a Real Housewives fan on Bravo. And one of the biggest things that these women want are these ridiculous purses like the Birkin and other ones, the Minnie Kelly and stuff, that go for tens of thousands of dollars.
I don't understand it. I mean, they're nice, but I don't know why you'd want to spend that kind of money on a handbag.
They have really decent, nice looking purses at Target. And
they really do.
And they look exactly the same as a Birkin. So what are you doing? It makes luxury stuff like that makes no sense to me. We have a friend who just bought a watch that was like a $7,000 watch. Who needs a $7,000 watch when you can get a Swatch or a Timex for $200?
$7,000 is paltry compared to the price of most luxury watches. But
I know.
I mean, anything that's collectible like that is designer and has a name behind it. But I agree. Right. I think for many women, handbags are, a thing. And I just have never been. I'm not that kind of. I'm a girly girl, but I'm not that. Yeah. I'm not motivated by that.
It's just absolutely silly. Well, I want to talk about something else that's silly, and maybe it's not silly, maybe it's maddening. I really, we're going to talk about AI. We're going to talk about it every week probably, because it's literally taking over our lives and we can't do anything about it. It's coming at us every day. It's getting better and better, smarter and smarter. And now a movie company in Hollywood is resurrecting Val Kilmer to star in their next movie. Now, now, this has got me really worked up. Now, about Val Kilmer, of course, you guys know him. He was best known for Top Gun. He played Jim Morrison on the Doors movie. He was Batman once upon a time. He was an amazing actor. He died. Was it last year, Kristin? He died of, I think he had throat cancer. Unfortunately, he died way too soon. But he had signed up to be in this movie. The movie is called As Deep as the Grave, and he was supposed to play a Catholic priest who was dying. Unfortunately, it got sidelined because of COVID, and then Val Kilmer got sick and couldn't make the movie, and he died before they could go into production. So what the producers did, Kristin, is they called Val Kilmer's children, Mercedes and Jack, and got their permission from the estate of Val Kilmer to use his likeness and his voice in their movie, all generated by computers based on all the work that he'd already done on film. They did follow the SAG guidelines, the Screen Actors Guild guidelines, by getting permission from the estate. But I still think this is creepy, unnecessary. There are plenty of living actors who could have taken that role. And I don't think we need to be resurrecting people from the past to star in what's next? Elvis? New Elvis movies? New Marilyn Monroe movies? Do we need this?
No.
I say no.
No, we don't.
We need actors.
I disagree.
We need actors, camera operators, set designers, costumers, hairdressers. We need them to have jobs, okay? And if you're going to start making movies completely on a computer and the entire industry just goes away, That's sad to me. Very sad to me. Just like writers and computer programmers and HR directors. I mean, we're not going to need any of these people anymore. And what are we going to do?
I know you keep saying that. What will the economy consist of?
It's very, very scary, Kristin. And with that, let us know what you think, people. I want to hear what you guys think about that. But before we go to break, I want to say a shout out to the previous host of this show, Dale Blades. His birthday is this coming Sunday, Kristin.
Happy birthday, Dale.
Yeah, we're very excited. We have a big day planned, and I'll tell you about it next week after it happens, because I don't want people that are uninvited to show up, you know, because that would certainly happen.
Right.
We'll be back right after this.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. And now for something completely different.
Well, Scott, Barbie is in deep water. Did you hear about this? I saw this online. According to the police department in Independence, Missouri, fentanyl, however you say that insidious, terrible drug. Well, no, it's not a terrible drug. It's a helpful drug. It's being used in terrible, terrible, insidious ways. Fentanyl was found inside of Barbie dolls that were sold in a discount store called the Cargo Largo in Independence, Missouri. A suspicious powder was found in the Barbie packages at the store, and they quickly figured out that 5 of them had been sold that day out of their store. And luckily, they were able to recover all 5 of them. How? I can't imagine how they did that. Like, yeah. I don't know. And no injuries were reported. And the police say that they have no reason to believe that other retailers need to worry. Now, how the hell do they know that? There must be a lot going on here that we don't know about. And the investigation is, quote, ongoing. I don't know. Something about that doesn't add up. We'll have to post a follow-up on that if we get more information.
Yeah.
But from that disturbing story to, I don't know, a heartwarming one. I love this picture that you have put up here. So hopefully you're going to show that to everyone. It's springtime in DC. And of course that means it's time for the cherry blossoms. I love them so much. We're in the middle of, picture? It is beautiful. We're of course in the middle of the National Cherry Blossom Festival, which runs from March the 20th to April 12th this year. Given the type of winter that we've had, peak bloom has been predicted for March 29th through April 1st. And they're saying that's when 70% of the 3,000 cherry blossom trees surrounding the tidal basin, which is what you're looking at in that picture, will be in full bloom, and they're gorgeous. The opening ceremony was just this past Saturday. The Blossom Kite Festival is coming on Saturday the 28th, and Petalpalooza on April 4th, and then, of course, the annual parade on April the 11th. As much as I say I love them, can't tell you the last time I went all the way downtown to see them.
How could you not?
I know.
It's so gorgeous.
I know.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And people come from all over the world to see them.
They do. It's quite popular. 2 fun facts. The first one is that the Japanese Prime Minister Sane Takachi was here last week to meet with President Trump, and she gifted the U.S. an additional 250 cherry blossom trees to commemorate our 250th birthday this year. Of course, Japan gifted the original set of trees to us back in 1912. My other fun fact is that I have nail art on my manicure right now, which I bet you won't be able to see in the picture, but there's cherry blossoms on my fingernails.
Oh my goodness, how cool is that? And you're still not going?
I love them. I know.
You gotta go.
I should make the time to do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And has Max ever been? I mean, he would probably love it.
He hasn't, but he's 8, so he would love it for about 5 minutes, and then he'd be ready to move on to something else.
I'm sure. Well, speaking of pink things, Kristin, the rumor mill is working in overdrive here in Las Vegas. I've talked about the Sphere many times. I think it's the best, most unique, wonderful concert venue in the entire world, and that's no joke. The rumor mill says they're about to make another big residency announcement for the Sphere, and apparently Pink, the singer, is going to sign a deal to do a run of shows in 2027. If she signs up, she'll be the first female solo artist to play at the Sphere. Of course, No Doubt starts in a couple weeks, and she's kind of a female-led band, but there are guys too. But Pink is just a solo artist. Yeah. So we've talked about this before. The Backstreet Boys, the Eagles, Fish, Kenny Chesney, U2, Metallica, the Grateful Dead. They've all, and No Doubt, they've all killed it at the Sphere.
I'm sure Pink would too.
And she really would. Pink's last album hadn't come out since 1923. Not 1923, 2023. I got the number right in front of my eyes and still can't get it right. No new album has been announced, but what they think is going to happen is that she's going to announce an album and then immediately say, oh, by the way, I'm also doing the Sphere next year. So buy your tickets now. So I love her. I think she's amazing. I went to her website today to figure out what she's got going on. She only has one date on her schedule. May 15th, she's doing Petco Park in San Diego for some charity event.
Isn't she guest hosting for Kelly Clarkson right now? I thought I saw that.
Oh, is that true?
I think so, yeah.
You mean on the TV talk show?
On the Kelly Clarkson show.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. That's pretty cool.
I believe so.
I love, Get the Party Started. Who knew? So what? Raise Your Glass. She'd probably fly through the place because she loves to fly. So
she's a badass chick. Yeah. I love her.
So I hope I can get Kristin to come to Vegas.
That would be fun. Yeah. That would be fun. Well, from the unconfirmed to the confirmed, and by the way, I cannot believe that you made me do the item on possibly my least favorite artist of all time, Celine Dion, who drives me up the wall and back again. Right. Whatever. According to the French Canadian newspaper La Presse, Celine Dion is coming back with a series of concerts in Paris this coming fall. Of course, her last big appearance after she announced her diagnosis with stiff person syndrome was just during the 2024 Paris Olympics. And she was performing Edith Piaf's famous hymn L'Amour from the Eiffel Tower. She's going to perform a string of concerts at Paris's La Défense Arena, 2 concerts each week in September and October. That arena seats 40,000 people. Variety reached out to her team, to Celine Dion's people, and they had no comment. However, Celine posted a photo of herself as a teenager, which was taken in Paris on Monday morning. So
that kind of
whoop-de-doo for you Celine Dion fans.
You're
I am
so crazy.
Not counted among you.
When Resorts World opened here in Vegas in June of 2021, Celine had been announced to be doing a residency in their theater, which is a gorgeous theater. It actually has one of the largest stages in Vegas, and she would have killed it there. Of course, that's only a 5,000 seat theater. Now, of course, they didn't do that. It was Carrie Underwood that opened that theater. But
another one that makes me roll my eyes.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you? She also doesn't like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I don't.
Something is wrong with you, man.
It says the person who said famously that does Alicia Keys have more than one famous song? She has no talent. That was you.
No,
so
I think she's completely 100% overrated.
Oh my God.
I just do not. And now she's got a Broadway show with her music.
Because she's incredibly talented. Anyway,
it's just like Lauryn Hill. I don't think much of Lauryn Hill either. But
what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you not liking Celine Dion? She's one of our
so
icons.
Affected. If I have to watch her pound her chest in another music video, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you're so disgusting. What? I'm probably gonna fire you from this exhibition. You don't have time for this show anyway.
Too late. I quit.
Do you know how many times she rescheduled this broadcast today?
I got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on. Luckily, I have nothing going on, so I just stood here at my desk and waited for her to come. Speaking of Resorts World, though, Kristin, they are hosting probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard. These are called the Enhanced Games, and it's happening here in Vegas in late May. Have you heard about this?
No.
Founded by Australian businessman Aaron D'Souza, the multi-sport event will allow performance-enhancing substances without doing drug tests. That's the whole basis of this. The substances must be FDA approved and they must be administered under medical supervision. But D'Souza created the games
because... What's the point?
I'll tell you why. He created them because he believes athletes should be able to do whatever they want with their own bodies. My body, my decision. Sports will include swimming, track and field, and weightlifting events. Reactions have been overwhelmingly negative in the sports world and the scientific community.
As you would imagine.
As you can imagine. Kristin, only 38 athletes are signed up so far. D'Souza originally wanted thousands, but he settled on 50. So he still needs 12 more.
So if you're interested, reach out.
Here's the best part. Guess who's behind this?
I can only imagine.
A Saudi prince, who I forgot to write down his name, the Winklevoss twins, and Donald J. Trump Jr.
Of course,
are investors in this monstrosity of an athletic game.
That sounds about as highbrow as this show.
True. Maybe we would be better, Kristin, if we were on drugs.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we done now? Because I have stuff I got to do.
We're done. And the people have stuff to get to, too, I'm sure. Better podcast.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week.
Okay. Bye.
The Swish Edition is a production of Bethwick Media, LLC. Learn more about the show at swishedition.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast app or site. But only if you like us.